From London, England, where the Queen lives.
Recorded live from an underground bunker and packaged into an MP3 with a pretty little picture. Helping to kickstart your day with the motivation and inspiration you need 365 days a year. This is the Learn, Develop, Live podcast. And this is your host, Chris Jaggs.
Good morning! My name is Chris Jaggs and this is the Learn, Develop, Live podcast. So, how is your Monday going so far? Or maybe you're listening to this on a completely different day. Ooh. But, whenever you're listening to this, thanks for downloading. And well, because of that, can I be honest with you right now? You are great. Just the fact that you're here, I just appreciate you. So, I thank you greatly. Now we're going to take a little bit of a different route this week than normal, but of course, it's always completely relevant in this thing they call life. With the colder days and nights coming in, as well as just how dark it is, especially in the UK, the rate of illnesses is of course shooting up. Now, forget about COVID and all the coronavirus situation, just the normal everyday common cold is hard enough to try and fight away. Now here, the illnesses have been floating around for what seems like the last 2 or 3 months. We're just continually just passing it around because apparently sharing is caring. But that aside, with the extra illnesses around, we do need to try our best to help our body and the immune system fight off the baddies, trying to make us all feel like we've been in the fight with Tyson Fury. Other boxers are available. So let's first hear those messages before we suit up and work out the best way to take care of ourselves.
If this podcast had adverts, they would probably play around about now. This is the Learn, Develop, Live podcast.
If you like this podcast, you can get even more motivation at learndeveloplive.com.
Welcome back. Now, do you ever get the feeling that you're being pulled into a million directions until you feel like you've lost your centre, your essence, and maybe to some extremes, your whole being? Everybody wants you to do something for them, and of course, you do want to help, and you want to be there for them. You want to be their rock. You'll be their shoulder to cry on. In the back of your mind, you know you also need to take care of yourself. But that takes a back seat because there's just too much going on all the time. Now, we all look to please everyone, and the feeling of satisfaction you receive when you do help someone is undeniable. When you are there for them, you feel needed. There is, though, a price to pay, and that's normally your own health. Sometimes, even your own mental health. Now, just going a little sideways here, I know this is meant to be about your physical health, but with such a big focus on mental health, it is all well worth trying to keep that in check as best you can as well. In terms of where you can suffer yourself from helping people, even as a coach, some coaches really do get affected by the issues they come across with helping people. It's actually recommended that coaches have what is called a coaching supervision every few months, and it's just an opportunity for the coach to, in effect, unload their own problems, issues and concerns they may have collected during their time coaching, experiencing difficult clients, and even doubting themselves due to the troubles they've experienced themselves. Now, I've been in a group supervision. I've been in quite a few, and I've seen coaches become extremely tearful, and just their experiences just leave them extremely visibly emotional as a result. So, no one is immune. This emotion or feeling of acknowledgement comes with that price. It's like a double-edged sword. You keep giving and giving until you feel drained, empty, and well, you can even get to a stage where you can't recognise yourself anymore. So what do we do to make things better? Now, it's probably good to work out what exactly do we mean with the whole term taking care of yourself, because this is of course a £1 million question. We have to somehow find the balance between self-care and being self-centered, as taking the wrong step on the wrong side could mean, absolute self-destruction. Boom! Now, we don't all need to make irrational decisions and you give up everything. We don't need to become so self-absorbed in our own needs that you begin to develop a blind spot to others. Definitely not. The art of taking care of yourself, it's simply realizing that you're also important. Yes, you really are. It means not to unnecessarily and constantly ignore your own needs and the things that make you feel good. The way to rephrase this in your head is that you can help others by helping yourself first. Prioritize yourself first and you'll be in a much better position to help everyone else. We will always be needed by people around us, friends, family, co-workers. But the most important thing that you need above all is actually, well, yourself. If you aren't taking care of yourself and in a good place, well, how exactly do you plan on helping the other people around you? Now, there are a few good reasons why taking care of yourself is important and what exactly are some of the benefits to you. Now, it sounds obvious to some, but for others, we still ignore the signs. Improving your physical health is possibly one of the most obvious ones and can help push you to so many other things. Kicking back, trying to relax yourself by not running around the place like a headless chicken. This will leave you feeling relaxed, refreshed, and give you time to reflect and refocus. You will come back stronger and your mental health will also be extremely grateful for some time away from the emotional issues that you've taken from so many other people. Now, you will definitely see improved productivity. Taking some self-care will help bring you some sharp focus with the things that actually matter to you. Placing priorities enable you to focus and direct your energy towards what's important to you. Try to lose sight of some of those things that are less important. What sort of things do you want to do in life? Do you ever have dreams or trips you've always wanted to take, but you never seem to find the time for it? Well, putting yourself first helps you cut down unnecessary laybacks that waylay any of your desires and goals. Go plan something for you to look forward to. Increasing your self-esteem will also happen once you start putting some time aside for you. Your self-worth will only increase as well as your confidence once you rediscover the things that you love after giving up some time to actually reconnect with them. So how exactly can you take care of yourself? There will always be different methods to how to do the art of self-care. The hard part is trying to find what methods you connect with best and which can work best for your schedule. It also depends on the area of your life that you need to be applied to. Start with some emotional self-care. Now it's time to project those emotions, and this can and will have a huge effect on you. Being able to unload the emotional baggage you've been collecting either to a friend or maybe even a qualified professional, maybe a therapist for example. They will let you empty those emotions out. Maybe you could keep a journal to log your thoughts. Remember the good times. Stick your favourite music on. And for some people, well, they'll just have a good cry. Look, whatever helps and works for you is absolutely fine. There is also plenty of physical self-care you can try as well as actually, in turn, will help your mind. One of my old managers would go for a run at lunchtime. She loved running and it always helped clear her head after a busy morning. There are plenty of other options out there as well. Yoga, for example, will improve your mental state and enhance muscle tone and flexibility. Taking a walk is also a great way to break away from being in front of a computer all day, if that's your office environment. Sleep is also a big one that many people just overlook. Getting between 7 to 9 hours of sleep will improve your brain function and productivity. What about meditation? This can help highlight a list of things that you're grateful for and put things into perspective while helping you appreciate the good things in your life and what it has to offer. Learning how to take care of yourself at first might be the hardest decision you'll ever make. But in the long run, it will also be the best decision as it will allow you to finally become the best version of yourself and achieve all the goals you've been waiting to tackle. So let's get started on self-care today because there's never been a better time to start. Now I hope you got something in mind to go and start, and if you do, let me know how you get on. Drop me an email, chris@learndeveloplive.com, or of course you can find me across social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Search for Learn, Develop, Live and you will find me. Also, if you want to book your free LDL power call, you still can. LDLcall.com, find the perfect slot for you and we discuss how you can start your journey to level up in life today. Stop ignoring the pain, stop making excuses, and let's just get you moving in the right direction. Book your slot on the Learn, Develop, Live calendar at ldlcall.com and let's speak soon. Oh, keep the credit card all warm and snuggled up. This is not a sales call, just a chat. Just a chat between two people who want the best for you. Let's speak soon, have an incredible week, and I'll see you in the next one.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
Learn, Develop, Live podcast. Motivating you like letters motivate Sesame Street.
Goodbye.
What? It's over already?
All over.
Thank you for listening to the Learn, Develop, Live podcast. I hope you feel as warm, motivated, and fuzzy inside as I do. You can connect with Chris at LearnDevelopLive.com or on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
I won't say goodbye. I'll just say until we meet again.
Until next time, join the motivation. Motivation.